The small house concept is really what hits most home with me. Is it's a home. It's everything that you would think about when you think of home. When you pull up to it, you pull up to a street, and there are homes on either side. And what's exciting to see is I have to say it over and over again, it's home.
So, although 10 residents will live there, it'll be scaled in keeping with a nice single-family residence, where they'll walk in and see an entry hall. They'll see a living room where they can gather, a kitchen that's accessible to them, that they can gather in or around, a dining room table that they can share their meals at. Access to the other amenities, a den for watching television, a game table where they can play cards with friends, a sitting area where they can have a conversation. Our chief objective was to create homes, not institutions, but homes. Homes where the elders will feel like they're in a new home, not again in an institution.
In the traditional nursing home, access to the spaces is controlled by staff. There are places you can go, places you can't go, and you typically share a room with another adult. The impact of that is enormous. Imagine at 75 years old being told this is your new roommate for life. We have private rooms with private baths, and people in a small house can access every corner of the house. We've built them so that they're safe. They can access outdoors. In many nursing home settings, the average time that someone has been unable to access outdoors independently can be as high as 2 years. In small house, you can walk out the back door, the staff can see you and monitor you, and you can walk in and out as much as you choose.
We have porches and courtyards off those porches. We have those courtyards connecting from one home to another, so that you can go take a walk in a secure environment, a secure place, not having to cross streets or other obstacles, but instead move out into the outdoors, into a garden, into the sunshine.
So in a traditional nursing home, long corridors create long walking distances which elders can't navigate. We create short walking distances. We create bathrooms where they can groom themselves. We have drawers that they can open with arthritic fingers. We make sure light switches work in a way that an arthritic hand can operate. And so instead of doing for them, we do with them, and we only do those things for them that they absolutely can't do for themselves. That restores people to not just function, but to dignity as well.
Well, all of our other homes are traditional central core with wings, reaching out from that central location, traditional long-term care facilities. The Tyler home is completely different. It's called the small house concept. And I guess you could say it puts the home in the term veterans home. Because each of these locations, each of these small house, they're like, in effect, a bungalow, cottage, whatever you want to call it, with 10 residents in a home with a central area, a central kitchen. So it makes it more like family. It's more like living in a home as opposed to living in a long-term care facility. So it was a new concept. We're pretty excited about it. And I think the residents are going to benefit greatly from this new concept.
First of all, I want to have someone that has a heart and a desire to serve others. Someone who thinks of others before they think of themselves and think they can make a difference in the lives of the elders we are going to be serving.
Instead of responding to the needs of the institution, what time things need to get done, we ask them to know the resident deeply and well, and to respond based on that knowing. If you know that I'm someone who always sleeps through the night and I'm up, you know I have an issue. If you know I'm someone who has an excellent appetite and I am poking at my food, you intervene because you know that's not who I am. That's not how I usually behave.
One of the things that from the get-go has made me so excited about this project is the very people in our organizations currently that have just nursing tasks to do will be taught new skills that they can use at home. One of the things our caregivers will be doing is managing the budget. So if we have a certain budget for meals, they'll learn to manage that in the budget of the home, just as you manage meal cost at your own home, just as you figure out what you can afford to have this week. They're learning a skill that's transferable to their life and for the rest of their lives. But the most important thing that we're going to be looking for is people that can connect with the elders, connect right at that heart, and know that they're there and what they're doing is mutually beneficial for themselves as well as the elders that we're serving.
I enjoy nursing. I enjoy working in a home-like environment. I mean, I feel like I'm at my house, you know, working here. I mean, I have a chance to work with some of the finest residents, and it's really nice. My passion is my residents. I love them to death, and would do anything and everything that I need to for them.
This concept is truly, it's the right thing to do for the right reasons. We've got 78 million baby boomers coming at us, and we need to get ready for that. And I think this is where they would want their parents to be, and this is where they would want to be. If you throw money aside and don't worry about what it costs, you know, is this concept something that works? Is it the right thing to do? And we had some pretty tough people in that meeting, and I charged them with blowing holes in it, finding a way that this doesn't work. And
After they stopped crying, I think it was determined that it was the right thing to do.
exactly. After we watched that, I turned around and our COO at the time, I had challenged her to tell us why, you know, why this doesn't work. And she turned and she looked at me, and she literally had tears streaming down her face. And she was like, this is the way we used to do it. And at that point, we knew that this is what we wanted to chase and what we wanted to do as a company.